Hello and welcome to Keith's Broken Boats. I'm back in the Avon Navigation Trust yard, and this is another boat I've been asked to work on. This one is called Canopus. Canopus is the Avon Navigation Trust's crane barge. Originally it was built as a grain barge to work on, I think it was to work on the River Avon, and because it's so deep, obviously for getting grain in, it wasn't particularly useful for what it was built for. It used to sit too low in the water when it was loaded. So the Avon Navigation Trust have bought it, and they've mounted a crane in the front of it. This is a Grove. It was an 8-ton truck mounted crane. It's actually, because it's in the boat, it's actually been down rated to 1 ton, because obviously there's no support legs or anything. There is a big tank underneath the front that they can flood with water to sit the boat on the bottom of the river to use the crane to make it a bit more stable. Okay, so this is Canopus. A workboat. They use it for piling and stuff like that, and it's powered by that Sol diesel engine there. Has a Kohler 240 volt generator over there, and it's also got, if I come around the back here, a little 3-cylinder Lister Petter engine which provides the power for the crane on the front. Now today I'm getting this engine out because all the engine mountings are shot and it's got a couple of leaks and stuff. The easiest way to work on it is just to slide the engine out that hole there in the front of the bulkhead. Okay, so this is a proper old school workboat, built as a workboat. Very basic wheelhouse. And a nice roomy engine room to work in. So I'm going to start pulling out that little engine out that hole there, get it out on the front, and then we'll have a look at it. And there you go, Canopus. Okay, down in the engine room of Canopus, and because I'm taking that donkey engine out for the hydro pack, the first thing I'm going to do is disconnect the battery. This thing has got battery isolators on it, but I'm not 100% sure on the wiring and everything, so first things first, safety first. I'm just going to disconnect the battery, so then I know that that little engine at the front is completely isolated. So if you're disconnecting a battery, you always want to disconnect negative first. Then if you touch any steel work while you're doing it, it's not going to arc out. So if I can just get this negative off, there you go. That's that battery now isolated. So that front engine is safe to disconnect all the electrics, so I know nothing's going to arc out. This boat was recently fitted with this Sol diesel engine. It's had a bit of a revamp. I think the exhaust needs rebandaging, but that'll be something. I've got to service this engine once I've sorted out the first front one, and we'll go from there. This is the little hydro pack engine. This engine is the one that is used for powering the crane on the front and as you can see, the radiator's took a few knocks. You see where the cowling's been hitting the fan, it's got a couple of leaks. So you're going to drag this out and go from there. Okay, so everything disconnected off this little engine. Shouldn't be too bad to get out, it's just a case of pulling it out that hole and seeing what happens. There we have it, not too much trouble to get out. Bit of grunting and groaning, but yeah, just sort of disconnected everything and just slid it out on those bits of wood. Now I'm going to see if we can get it lifted out and into a workshop so we can do some work on it. Look at that. That was real useful place to run the. That was a real useful place to run the wiring loom, wasn't it? Straight behind that belt. It's rubbed through. It's cut through 90% of the wires. Yeah, well, might have to do a bit of rerouting on that. I think there's a lot better ways that can go. And I don't think it would have been charging very well either. And all this here, that's off of the belt where it's been rubbing on the wiring loom. Okay, I've got the engine out now, I've got that wiring loom off, and you can see here now I've got it on the bench how much of it has been cut away. Thank you for watching, I really appreciate that. I'll give you a thumbs up if you've got this far. Don't forget, if you've liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to follow my progress on Canopus, then subscribe. I'll be putting more videos up as I do some repairs on that little engine and get it all back in and get the crane bit working. And then obviously there's the servicing and the other bits I've got to do to it. Don't forget, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Helps the channel grow and get on. And if you know anybody else interested in this sort of content, then share it with them. The more the merrier. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.